Give it up for the amazing Shaw James.
Woo! Ow!
What's up? Whimsical. Not fucked up. Not like that. My fucked up is a little different. How you guys doing tonight? Let's give it up for your host and the singers, Sweet Nana. Never calling me Dorinda again, man. Ever. See how much pussy you get then. I wrote a poem for you guys. A little way to break the ice and explain all this shit that's going on with them. I'm the Muhammad Ali of stand-up comedy. But I didn't find Allah. I became a Jew. Aha! So kindly call me Mordecai V. I float like a fire around a pile of shit. Sting like a brisk, quick, crickety dick. Hanging from my hip, it's a thick-ass Star Wars stick. So if I can't satisfy my chick, I'll use an old Jedi mind trick called the switch. I'm the prettiest person that ever picked up a mic. Other comics can't compete, ask anyone with sight. You see these other clowns telling jokes tonight? They're not pretty as me, ladies, am I right? I pass on pork products at lunchtime. Perfectly placed punchline. God damn, I've got a divine shine. That's because there's no swine in my intestine. I'm one funny motherfucker, and I'm sexier than Usher. The Hebrew Hammer can't even touch her. Black Jewish Jedi, undercover brother. The Holy Hebrew Highness is funny at its finest. Coming down your throat with some jokes, bitch, digest. That's the end of the poem. Sorry about the nudity in it. There's no disclaimer about that. I couldn't be like, the following program. But it was PG nudity, you know? PG for pretty good. You know when you're watching like a movie on HBO and shit, like before it comes on, it's like, this program is rated R. And then it'll tell you all the shit that makes it rated R, right? Like the language, ooh, obscene language. They're gonna say fuck in this movie, so earmuffs. Nudity also, that's one I see and I think titties. I'm like, oh yes, maybe I can rub one out before I continue with my day. But it doesn't always mean titties, you know? Sometimes they'll just pull a dick out in a movie, and they call that nudity also. That should be labeled differently. It should be called dudity, right? I'm still trying to forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's just burned into my brain. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. As I said earlier, I am a Jew, a black Jew. I don't know if you guys knew that. And it's funny because people see that I'm black and Jewish and they're like, no way. So this woman, she came up to me once and she's like, excuse me, I don't mean to be like rude, but how did you turn into a Jew? All right, breathe. We went over this in Hebrew school. Respond respectfully. Excuse me, miss. I don't mean to be rude, but how did you turn into a fucking idiot? I'm a Jew, not a goddamn werewolf. Like, I was walking home alone. I live in Brooklyn. That was the first sign. I live in Brooklyn. The moon was full. I should have fucking known. And then a Jew jumped out of a bush, bit me on the neck, and now I am a Jew. That's not how it works, you know? It's not how it worked with me, you know? I'm just trying to get back what's mine, you know? There was a time when black people were in Africa, and we were hanging out, having a good time, and I think that then my people were Jews. And then the white man came in, not like, I guess, yeah, it was Europeans too, but I'm talking about American white man, came in, took us to America, and were like, hey, you're Christians. They were like, oh, you can worship whatever you want, just pick that cotton. They were like, no, the cotton and the Christ, it's a package deal, motherfuckers. So, I don't want that anymore. I want to be free of that, get in touch with my roots. But my mom, she is very much into Jesus, very much. It's just, that ship has sailed. There's no getting her to see things differently. She loves Jesus. She loves Jesus this much, in fact. One day I wasn't sure. I was like, Mom, who do you love the most? Thinking like it's gonna be between me and my little brother George. She's like, nigga, please. Jesus. Jesus is my savior. He is my rock, my salvation. The Lord, I love him. Are you trying to speak Hebrew? What is that? It's tongues, goddammit. It's like, oh yeah? Think you know Jesus that well? I'm your son. I lived in you for 9 months and you love this fucking stranger more than me? It's not even his blood you're drinking. It's Welch's grape juice. So the deacon's pouring it. Surprise. His body is matzah too. What about that? I was in a bike accident the other day. That's why I'm wearing this. This isn't like a jerking off accident. I'm a righty. So I'm coming down the street and this car makes a hard right. I hit the car, fucking fly off over the handlebars of my bike, land on my head. Land on my wrist. And I had a helmet on. And that's the best part of my body I could have landed. That's the most prepared part of me for an accident, you know? How much time? No time left?
Give a minute.
I have a minute, yes! Yes, who has seen the trailer for the new Star Wars movie? Are you guys excited about the new Star Wars movie? Yes, I am excited, like as a Star Wars fan, but as a black Star Wars fan, not so much. You have to look at the evolution of the black man in a galaxy far, far away. And shit has changed in a bad way, I think. It started with Lando, the first chocolate champion of the Republic. He was the king of the Cloud City. He blew up the second Death Star. I'm pretty sure that when Han was frozen in carbonite, he fucked Princess Leia. Because he definitely was crying and she was lonely, right? Come on. That's why I like white women, because of that. I'm like, hey, he's making this shit pretty cool. Thank you, Billy D. And then you have the New Testament of Star Wars, and you have Mace Windu, strong black man, a black Jedi. What? That's why I carry around a lightsaber. He made it okay. He paved the way. He brought 2 new colors to the Jedi Order. Black and purple. Then you have these new movies. And there is a black character I deduced from the trailer. He is named Finn. Like Huckleberry Finn. And in my opinion, Huckleberry Finn said, nigga, too much. Too much. And this is who they named the character after. And he's a stormtrooper, which I guess says, hey, black people, you guys can be stormtroopers, but I didn't know we wanted to be stormtroopers. And he's not even a good stormtrooper. He's the worst stormtrooper I've ever seen, in fact. Because every time you see him, his hat's off, he's sweating, he's scared to death. Don't become a stormtrooper, you're fucking claustrophobic, man. Go do something else. And then they're like, we're bringing back the original cast. Everybody except for Lando. What the fuck is that? Lando. I don't even call him Lando Calrissian. I call him Lando Luther King. Because he paved the way. I had a dream of being in a new Star Wars movie too, and he told my black ass no. J.J. Abrams. More like KKK Abrams. Thank you. Peace, love, and Mazel Tov. I'm shot. That's my guy.
Give it up for Shy James, another personality.
Luke Skywalker, you must learn the ways of the Force if you are to come with me to... Hello. Oh, this guy's much cooler than you.
Who's that guy?
He's gonna be my new apprentice. Forget you, Luke, sorry.
Yeah, but he's black.
Okay, please. There's one more reason that you're not my apprentice.
It's so weird!
Spend all your time on a fucking farm, you're gonna turn racist.